appreciate y'all having me. I'm going to show you what I know. Feel free to ask questions. If you ask something I don't know, I'm going to tell you I'm not sure about that. I'll find out. I'll work on that. I ain't trying to blow smoke up your butt. If I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. But I'm going to show you the stuff I do know. Really, it's a whole half of the body. There's so much we could work on. So I thought with all the different experience in the room, we're just going to work on one position mainly and go through a little bit of that one position. This 411 honey hole. I'll show you a couple entries, a couple attacks, get into a couple of the defenses, and just be a good little mini class on 411 and honey hole. So to start with, just to get loose, get comfortable with legs, and I can gauge to see what y'all do know. We're going to do this little drill that I started doing when I first started teaching leg locks in Eastman. Jared, we're just going to be in 50-50 here, like this, straight up. And this is going to be starting position, and you're going to take turns. This is not live. I'm going to call out positions, and you're just going to transition to the position I call. Whether we're 50-50, outside ashi, double outside, game over. Like, we're going to hit all these transitions. If you don't know it, skip it. Wait till I call something else. There's a couple positions that have a couple different names depending on what system you're under. I'm going to throw it all out there. Because I think as a competitor or a coach, if you compete or coach, even though you don't call it that, the other coach may call it that, so you should know what they're talking about, right? So I'm going to call it a couple different names. If you don't know it, we can talk about it after. So right now, just to warm up, y'all partner up, starting 50-50. I'll call, 6 to 10 different positions or so. Then you switch, and the other person will get in position. So they all have their place. Whereas, I prefer, if I can get 411 or outside, that's what I like. I know White's game, you get Ashi with him, you're in danger. You're in trouble. So, any questions about just the positions? We're going to focus on 411 honey hole, but just the stuff I called out. Any questions on those? Like you want to see one because you had no idea what it was.
Yeah, show them 80-20 and 90-10. I heard everybody get it.
And reverse Ashi. Jared?
Yeah, reverse Ashi,
Yeah.
Well, I sometimes get a little confused.
All right.
Make sure you guys can get where you can see. It's okay to get up, move around, stand up if you need to.
Yes. So just starting here, we did 50-50. When I called 80-20, you clear this knee line. If you ever hit this transition, you got to make sure you don't give them your heel. Like it's smooth. You need to get in. And now my foot's in the hip, my knee's on the mat. And you can lock up. A lot of times I just prefer pinching my knee to my heel to hide it. And now we're here. This is 80-20. Then just bringing your leg across. That's 90-10. And I hug the hip. It's also called outside senkaku. And then say it again, there's numbers, 50-50, 70-30. 70-30 is double outside. 90-10, 80-20. Based off percentages, 50-50, 50% chance. 90-10, I'm 90% in control, we got 10%. Reverse Ashi, it's just here. You're sitting on them, one leg in the middle. Usually they lock up. This is reverse Ashi. All right, so like I said, we're going to start with 411 honey hole. Just because of how I learned it, I use terminology from 10th Planet, some of the number system, is it Marcelo that does 50-50, 90-10, that stuff? I use some of that terminology. How I learned it and drilled it, that's what I call it. So I use some 50-50. I say some things 10th Planet, like game over and honey hole. Right. So whatever helps you, but just understand that a lot of this stuff has different names. You can set up your 411 here with a back step. I'm not just going to back step because they're going to bring their knee up and stuff. So I'm going to dive away from him, keeping my pressure on his leg. Away. Keeping my weight on his leg. If I dive straight, he's just going to take my back. I don't have anything. So when we're here, boom, I'm setting this up, I'm diving away. Now he can't hardly take my back. Go ahead, Jared. We're here. There's my back step. I got him pinned, and I just hit over his leg, shoot my knee in, and now you just sit into it. So that's the first entry we're going to drill. And guys, when we're here, as soon as I sit back, like I want to be more this way towards his legs. Some people 4'11", like they're here. I'm in 4'11". You're not going to get, like you're in a scramble. Because now like we're right beside him, we're up here on him. You need to be more further towards the legs, here. Now, since we're already in this position, we're drilling the entry, but just pointing out the control. This foot that's on the inside here, that heel, we need to protect it somehow. Because if it's exposed, I'm here trying to solidify, he can reach in and start pulling on this thing. If your foot's trapped, he can heel hook you or clear the foot. So we got to protect it. Triangle, heels together, pinch my knees, something. So again, the entry we're hitting, you can start standing, you can come down here, but it's just basic knee cut. And now we're going away. Can't stress that enough because I know some of you are going to come up here. That's not good. Away. Keeping pressure, pinning him to the mat. And everyone's going to try to take your back. That's when you hit that back step. Clear that knee behind them. Collect as you sit back. There we are. That's all we're doing. Any questions? So like we're here, we hit this, can't do it. That's fast, like real time, what it looks like. Now I'm going to slow it down and break it down. All this looking familiar to you guys?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. So let's say maybe I missed a pinch or I slide down lower on his knee. You good? That I went right across that muscle. And he starts slipping out. They're going to see that leg? Like they're building themselves up to take your back. Like there it is. I want that leg. I want to muscle man. So I can't dive way out here. Look, like I'm going to miss it. You have to get underneath them. You see a bunch of leg entries and inversions. You've got to get underneath to get their hips. So I'm reaching through, muscle man that knee, like woof. As I fall in a lever, because that steers him. He's going where I want him to go. And now we're right in 4'11". Catching that heel is important. You may end up there without the heel. Steering him is the end lever. Like you can move him where you want to go. Let's help him get in that position instead of risking not. Because sometimes live roll, you miss it. That's cool. A lot of times in these inversions, I end up in a backside entry. Not a problem. Just changes your game up a little bit. What I mean by that, we're here. He climbs, and he doesn't roll. Like we get stuck like this. Not a problem. I'll start weaving, start doing attacks here. I may still be able to steer him over. So it doesn't end your game. You're not out of pocket. Just changes your game plan. But let's cover that heel. Let's finish this. So one more time. I'll do it slow. You're hitting that same move outside, but something happened. I lost the knee. I lost the pressure. I didn't keep him pinned, and he's able to build up. That leg, he's planting to take your back. Swim under. I'm trying to tuck myself underneath. Dipping my shoulder, and as I drop, collect the heel, pinch, bring them on around. Collect.
Ma'am, do you mind if I show them one thing that I think will probably help ease some questions? So we do this for Kimuras and stuff a lot, this type of roll. And the great thing about this is really from turtle or wherever, it's really prominent that anytime the guy's knees between your like butt cheeks, you can go for knee bars. I think something we're going to see with you guys is you're going to feel like you can't get the leg trying to get through. So let me give you just a very simple kind of idea to help you access that leg. If we're here and he starts coming up to take the back, if I keep my foot here and I try to reach, see how I'm only getting the hamstring? What Bam didn't say that he was already doing is to help get access to the leg, to help him get further under. He actually moves his leg back. And as you can see, I have way more control of the leg there. So when you guys go to do this, you might, if you feel like, hey, I'm reaching it and I'm just kind of flopping out, take a step back and control the leg here. A lot more reach.
Yeah.
All right?
Yes, sir. Guys, he's right. Please, Wesley, Jimmy, White, like y'all see me do something subconsciously because I just do it. Please point it out because it may be a small detail that I just do it and I'm not realizing it. So, guys, he's right. All right. Anyone need to see it again or have a question? There's so many that you can hit. So, we're going to move on because I want to spin it on the position. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of everything. That way, hopefully, even if you're a leg locker, you pick up one thing out of this seminar. So, let's move on to some attacks because now we've already collected the position. So, we're here. First thing we want to do, once I'm here, I want that second leg. I'm not just like grabbing it any old way, willy-nilly. It's a technique, guys. There's a purpose. I want to get into the lever, just like we did when that forward roll, into the lever to steer them, into the lever and the knee. Now, like if we're here and I go to collect, your knee's in the way. So the best thing to do when I'm here and here, I shoot that leg straight and I use my knee to help pull it. Because guys, a lot of times you're here, they start trying to turn. We'll get into the defense later, but he starts trying to get away. That foot, I catch. Let's bring it to me. So now we're here. So again, in the lever, knee, kick straight. And I use my arms, my body, my knee. Let's shelf it. And we're here. And now you can get into that dilemma where you start, I'm here. I'm going to attack this leg. He went up giving me the other leg. Like, everyone's go-to here is the calf saucer, where you do the over-under. We're going to bypass that. I'm not going to talk about that one. Everyone does it. You know it's here, where you're just here. I'm going to talk about straight ankle. And there's so many, just with straight ankle, there's so many variations. So feel free to move around. Like you talk people straight ankle, they'll tell you, get deep. I prefer to get shallow and then get this little bite. Dean Lister went to his seminar. He likes to split the difference and come like in the middle. Because he says he, like Sambo and like early days of MMA, they have shoes. So he splits the difference. He don't go deep, but he doesn't go shallow. He does like splits the difference. So I'm not going to talk about all those grips because you can talk about those for a while. Let's do some of the unorthodox ones. So we're here. I'm in this position. Some people, they start to escape. They give you the Aoki lock. Well, let's just set it up. Let's force it a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm here, and I can't get a good grip, whichever preferred method. I'm going to pop my shoulder. I'm just going to pop to clear his heel. And then, so it's like this, guys. I pop, shoot my arm like Pledge of Allegiance. Pop, shoot. And it's one motion, so pop right there. So now his heel is in front of me, pinned against my body. And I'm covering the toes, like we're here. Now you just shoot the cross, I'm still pinched. And now it's like that rear naked choke, like I'm just going to get broad shoulders, my elbows backing down, and that's it. So again, we're here, going to pop and shoot the arm through, lock it up. That's it, finish. Like I'm getting big chest, elbows down. Not trying to lean back with it, like all that stuff. Like there's positions, straight ankles, by all means, like you start bending them back.
Guys, if y'all are watching Bam right now, super controlled, breathing. He is not tugging. He's not leaning. He's not like doing any of this stuff. The toes is really what's doing this. The fact that he's isolating the heel, putting this weight on the toes. Do not say, I can't get it, and start fidgeting and pulling. You'll mess up somebody's knee. You'll mess up their day. So let's practice this with some finesse and control and just pay attention to what we're doing. Sorry, bud.
No, thank you, sir. And I was going to explain like the toes when I got to the heel hook we're going to do later. It's all in the toes, guys. Like I'll get more in depth when we talk about heel hook, but it's the toes. And Coach Jimmy's right. Like I'm biting down on the toes. So we pop. I have the toes covered. Like he's here. So it's pop, shoot, lock it up. And now just that big chest, and there it is. I think we should just drill that out. I'll show the second grip too.
I drill that.
I drill that one.
Let's drill that.
Okay, because I'm going to show y'all the next one too. Got plenty of time. Don't care if we run a little over. Yeah, I'm sure no one cares. So guys, we're here. Again, we've collected. Let's practice collecting. Let's go ahead and get that drill time where we collect. You don't have to do all the extra if you don't want to about if they step away and you catch. Up to you. I'm not really worried about that. I want the break. But if you want to get the drill time, In the lever, knee, collect. Boom. Now we're gonna pop. Pop, shoot, and just do cross arms. Just let's make a cross. Big chest, big shoulders. So let's get that break. You just very controlled. I'm not sitting here like, ah! Like, because Jimmy said, we'll protect our partners. This is our training partner. We break our partner, we have no one to train on. All right, any questions? Like in a big comp, pain move, like people will eat that. But hey, you get it tight enough, people will tap to some, like depending on the level of pain tolerance. But you can use it to set up your heel hooks and stuff, and toe holds. Let's show you the second grip we're going to do. So we have collected, and we're here. Say he puts the boot on. There it is. And now it's hard, toes are pointed up, he's trying to stick his leg through. So, I'm going to incorporate my other hand. I'm not coming in front of nothing. I got this little hole right here. I want my hand to come behind my other one and shoot it through. And now I make the muscle man. Strong muscle man. And now you finish it like you would a straight ankle, like I'm flaring, and there it is. And guys, depending on who your opponent is, you can finish this one on the calf, like he shot it deep, and we're on the calf, like. So, again, we're here, he puts the boot on. Boom. This is the key detail here, guys, coming behind your other arm, because if he can sit up, he's going to be hand-fighting, and if I put this way up here, stuff, like he's going to grab it. Let's hide it. It's behind my other arm. So now if he does grab an arm, it's going to be this one. And now we can adjust that. We'll figure that out. But I had this good grip already, even if this hand's down. It just makes it stronger if we can muscle it. So, we're here. They put the boot on. Boom. Behind, bicep, muscle man. And now it's the same thing. My shoulders are backing down. Big chest. Still hitting that casting the rod. It's the same finish. Just other hand, other arm. I will do the same thing when I first learned this. You feel like you want to control the leg, so you cover that calf. The shin. You're shooting it, dropping your hand on the shin. It changes the pressure if you do that strong muscle man. Like try it and talk to your partner. Try it covering the shin, and then I want you to put your hand up for the muscle man to finish and feel the difference. Not saying you can't finish the other way. You can. But feel the different pressure, because there is a different pressure. Guys, now we're going to get into the big break. The one that ends careers. The inside heel hook, tap the inside of the knee. Please be careful when you're doing this. Because like I said, straight ankle pain, a lot of people like, you put money on the line, big competition, they eat straight ankle. They're like, no, I ain't tapping to that. All right, don't tap to the inside heel hook. Let's see how this plays out. So, setting it up. I'm attacking here, doing this over-under, my straight ankle. I'm giving them something to think about, like that dilemma. Because now they're thinking about this leg. Let's make them forget about the other one. I'm going to take my free hand and sneak it in between them. We call it splitter hand. So split their legs. I'm coming in between and trying to get as close as I can right there to the Achilles into the lever. And what I'm going to do is try to push it into my armpit and bite down. My elbow bites down like I'm just locking it in place. That's all I'm doing. Now, we have different reactions they give us. I got 3 ways we can collect the heel. First one, I'm on this one. I just loosen up a little bit to where like, oh, I'm free. And they get this leg out. Cool. Now we're there. So let's talk about this heel. I'll show the collection again. But let's talk about this control. When we're here and I have the heel, like here, looks like I got the heel. Clear your heel, like push it through and all, like. Okay. Come back. Now do that. It's different. You want your forearm in line with the foot, not the leg. If I'm coming here and I'm in line with the leg, yeah, he can. You don't want to turn in most part, but people do. If it's loose, they're trying to turn their heel in. Let's not let them. We're here and I bite down. Yeah, he tries to turn it like, no, that's my heel. Sorry. They can finish the submission for you. So I'm dropping my hand here and just tucking. Like I'm pinching. the toes. Guys, if you didn't know, heel hook's a toe hold. Toe hold's a heel hook. Like they go hand in hand. It's just how you're gripping. They're the same thing. It's how you're gripping. Like it's in the toes. Toe hold, like you're steering the heel, like toe hold. Heel hook. Heel hook. Outside on this side, same thing. It's the same motion. It's just all your grips are different. That knows which one it is. So when we collect this, I'm pinching. And there's different grips you can do here, like gable. You can even shoot this reverse one and do that muscle man again. Like, oh my word. Gonna hurt somebody. One I like doing, if I'm able to, if I can cover the heel with my other hand and I do this little butterfly grip. Because now people want to go that way. You start turning that way. I can push down on the heel. Let's come back. Let's come back. Like choose a direction you want to break. Because now I have it up and down with this little hand where I'm steering it. So like you put this block in and they full send it. No, let's not do that. Like let's push them back down. Let's come back this way. So that brings me to the finish for the heel hook. Guys, everyone wants to finish by let's turn this heel. Let's turn this heel. I'm going slow, but if you feel pressure, tap. Like let's turn. Like I got a heel hook. I'm turning the heel. Ah, screw that noise. It's in the toes, guys. I'm here and I start putting pressure in the toes. There's the tap. It's in the toes. It looks like I'm steering the heel. No, it's the toes, guys. I'm coming down and I'm keeping a strong base here, my hips and everything. I'm coming down. There it is. Look at how much room I got. I can go to the mat.
Show us.
Yeah. So guys, let's look at this collection and then we'll do the finish again. So we're here. Split our hand. Again, if I can, I'm coming behind my other arm and collecting. Boom. Perfect world. I have already attacked this. They are tired of it. They want this leg out. I loosen up, they move it. I drop right into place. Pinch. Here we are. Here's where you, be careful guys. Like I'm holding myself up. I'm not trying to fall on it. Boom. And now the pressure, like I'm hipping in, like turning, pushing like that way. Pressure in toes. And just oblique crunch. That's exactly. Yes, sir. So oblique crunch.
For those of you that don't work out, that's this. Jason. I got you. You start saying, Will, can you show them? Like, you start saying muscles, some people get a little confused around here.
Yeah. Like he said, oblique crunch, it's a sideways sit-up. Instead of sitting up straight, we're sitting up sideways. That's exactly what you're doing. So the collection, one more time, guys, going slow. I'm here, I've already collected. Coming behind, locking this in place. Like I'm reaping his leg, locking my elbow. I loosened up a little bit because I want the big break. Boom. Elbow slides right into place. I bite because I want that. Play with different grips if you want to. I like this one. You can finish it like this. Let's stay away from this one right now. That's Wyatt's favorite. So we're here. Oblique crunch. Pressure in the toes. I got this bite. I'm staying strong. Knee pinch. Guys, don't get lazy. Like an arm bar. Control the shoulder, the elbow, and the lever. It's the same thing. The leg is an arm. Hips. That's your shoulder. Knee is the elbow, end of the lever. So I got this bite. I'm controlling the hips, pinching, getting the knee. Now here's my break for the end of the lever. So I'm not lazy. I still got a good strong pinch. We're here. And then oblique crunch. That's it. So it's designed to attack the knee. And the thing with leg locks, it scares a lot of people. Why it scares? Because like with arm locks, pressure, pain, break. Leg locks, sometimes you skip the pain. You go from pressure to break. And now you're in pain. So you skip the pain part. Don't wait for it to hurt the tap, guys. If you feel pressure and you feel it going up to your knee and the knee's tight, there it is, tap.
If you break it severely, you don't feel crap, but you just feel a wobble.
Yeah, hey, yes.
Which is really bad.
Yes. So I was waiting. I knew it would happen. It always does. All right, having said that, let's do the second collection.
How do we break them all?
Break them all. Well, you gotta chop them down. So after I break the one leg, that's one knee out the game. Let's get the other leg. Let me start climbing now. Let's get the arms. After everything's broke, now we put them to sleep.
Gotcha.
Or we take the easy route. Put them to sleep, then break everything while they're out.
That sounds like a lawsuit right there.
Did that sound a waiver? So let's say he knows I'm a leg locker. He knows what I'm setting up when I do this. So now when I go to collect, he doesn't clear this leg. Like right there. Yeah, there it is. Like, look, oh, now it's in the way. And now I can't get back to my straight ankle. Like, we're just here. I don't care. I have this grip. I'm just going to drop my elbow into this hole and put my weight into it. Give me that heel. And now we're there. It's the same thing. I'm biting. I'm here. I got pressure. And I start hitting that oblique crunch. We're here. I can pin him to the mat. If you're on the ground like this, it only helps. Because now we're on the mat. And I can start. Your ankle just popped.
I'm fine.
I can start hipping up like this.
Hey,
There's the break.
Hey, put that back on him. This leg, move it out the way. Guys, notice how he's hiding his elbow. A lot of you guys are going to come up on your elbow like this. A lot of you guys are going to come here and be like, man, I can't get it. It's like, no, I'm pulling that thing behind me and I'm laying on my elbow. Almost. It's like you're trying to hide the elbow or you're on your shoulder tips.
Yeah, guys, elbow, like, I'm not giving him a hole because if I'm on that foot and the foot's behind me, like double outside, he can stick his foot there. If he can come around, he can start grabbing. And there's ways you can still finish it. Like, I had a game-changer moment a couple of months ago about still finishing it even if they're holding my arm. Right here, we're just going to get to the initial break. Be careful with it because I'm not collecting, like, hipping in. Like, it's controlled still. So, collect him. Boom. Can't get it. Elbow comes in. Falls into place. Boom. There we are. Still getting the pinch. We're here. And guys, I can finish it one-handed. He's trying to defend my grips. I don't care. My forehead comes to the mat. And I start hipping in. Fifth post. We're here. Boom. I don't worry about the grips now. Ground's helping me. I'm just making sure he can't get his heel out. Boom. Up and in. The motion is still in the toes. Like, toes are back, and I'm just pushing his knee now instead of trying to send the toes. Like, I'm pinning the toes, and now we're moving that knee. This break, like, you're holding one thing steady and twisting the other. Whether we're holding knee in place, let's move the toes. Holding toes in place, let's move the knee. So guys, control this one. Because here, we're just doing a oblique crunch. Now we're using our hips. That's the strong part of the body, guys. Control. Fifth post. Boom. Hipping in. Just like that. So the collection one more time. We're here. Boom. Splitter grip. Can't get it. Elbow comes in. Fall. Guys, I'm not muscling this. Like here, like, give me that. No. I place it, fall. Let my weight do the work. Now we're here, and I keep falling. Do this slow. You don't know your partner's flexibility or tolerance, anything like that. I'm coming down to fifth post. Hipping in. There it is. Really got two defenses I really want to show. They're my go-tos. I love them. You get me in 411? So, first thing, if you let them collect this leg like this, you're in for a bad time. You gotta finagle and work and like figure it out. I don't really have a set way. So first thing I'm doing, I know what he wants. He's trying to get that double trouble and stuff. I'm turning and getting that foot away, pushing on the knee. Like running, like trying to run away. So if your game isn't leg locks, that's your go-to. Turn the heel towards him. I ain't saying that after he collects the heel. He doesn't have the heel yet. Turn it towards him, getting this leg out. He's going to try to keep it. Or keep it with that foot too. Like, yes, this happens. Cool. Pummel it in. That's what we're doing, guys. He's trying to get it, and he grabs it. I pummel it in, and now I'm collecting. So again, y'all are moving. We're here, and he's trying to keep it and all. He's grabbing it. Pummel it in. And now I'm collecting. And now, this foot is trapped. He can try to attack, but I'm attacking. Like, I'm here. Now, my straight ankles, my heel hooks, start my toe holds. Like, I have one leg trapped. So basically, like, it's 2-on-1. Like, I got 2 legs free. Got my arms. He only has 1 leg. So, it's a great position. So, again, we're here. Immediately, you grab your leg. I showed y'all, like, collect the other leg. It sets up all your attacks. I know this. So, immediately, he starts grabbing. I'm like, no. If I can get my foot out, even better. I can swim it in. Cool. Same thing with collecting 411. It's the exact same collection as 411. My knee's in the way. Knee, in the lever, kick straight, collect. Now we're here. Y'all can play with stuff from here. Right here, I'm showing y'all just the collection and the defense. It's a counterattack. So he's gotten into 411. He starts to collect. Boom. Hand on the knee and start running. Because if I can't get this pommel, like my go-to is still to get away. But let's say I get this pommel. Oh, cool. My game. Whatever you want to do. Look at that. Like, yeah, he feels the pressure, guys. I'm into his toes and start flaring and just got to tap there. You ain't always going to get that. Just fun. Like, some things you in a perfect position, and I have it. Like, I feel the pressure. You don't like it? Alright, so that's what we're going to do now. Without him, like, we're just pushing, turning, swimming in, and then the same collection. Boom, lock it up. Let's end with the roll. Let's hit a back take off 411. So, give me a 411, Jarrett.
This is for you, Will.
So we're here, and he starts collecting. It's the same thing. Push the knee, run. This will happen, especially with a leg locker, where I'll pummel, he's going to re-pummel. And now you're playing this game. After about 2 pummels, I'm like, no, screw that noise. Because now, like, I have him thinking of this, and now I'm out. But let's say I don't fully want to get out. So as soon as I hit this pummel, and he re-pummels, my heel's still in, I'm still pushing on the knee. I turn, and now I'm going to sit on him. I'm going to sit on him. I'm just going to bring my foot up and sit back. Guys, sit on them. I repeat that. You're on the hips. You're sitting on them. Now, this shoulder, the one arm, guide the head. I'm going to dip it. I'm trying to drop my shoulder behind his butt. Like this hole right here. We're just dipping. So we dip. And we flip them over.
And the truck, right?
You got the truck, you got the back. Guys,
Will's so happy.
one thing I will say. This happens. You get overzealous. And we're here, we backstep. And I kick him over. Okay, he's back in front of me now. Guys,
1000%.
this is not something you want to full send because now you're pushing them away from you.
The connection is important.
The connection is important. It's just a nice little forward roll. That's all it is. For those of you that still do old-fashioned warm-ups, it's a forward roll. So, again, and y'all play with it. We've already demonstrated we got enough room in here. Y'all can go truck. Y'all can take the back. Truck the twister. So, push. If y'all want to simulate what happens, yeah, you can start doing a pummel. Like, okay, no, don't want to do that game. My knee is clear. I'm not turning if he still has my knee. Like, I need to, you pushing on his knee and you're running. I'm clearing my knee and now I just sit back, covering the hips. And guys, you don't have to finish this. Like, you can end up, let's just fall. Get into this game. You can still roll from here. Because now all you gotta do is come up to your knee. Boom. Truck. Back. So we're here. Dummy side. That's cool. So we're here. Like you said, I'm just casing the hips. If you're one way or the other, they're going to try to knock you off. I'm controlling the hips by sitting on him. You roll from here, it's fine. roll, push him over, come up.
Deep space.
Boom, sit back. Let's say you missed it, my knee slipped, that's cool. I cover. We're here. Yes, Nate does this. If you sat in one of Nate's classes, he does this, his game. But now, you don't even have to lock it up. This bottom leg is key. That's your hook when you roll. You can lock it up though. But coming up to my knee, I'm covering. Knee, roll. You can stop and truck, shoot your twister, come for the back. Whatever you want to do. We're ending on something fun. I'm just showing you the defensive 411 and sitting on the hip. What you do from there, have fun with it. Any questions? Every position after this is game, but you have to start here. And you're just having a leg lock battle. So very good drill. So here, like we're just starting 50-50. Immediately, my transitions, I want to protect my feet. I'm going to use his body, so I'm sucking him in. Anytime I put a hand on their knee, bonus, extra, control, boom, pinch, I fall. Yeah, now he's exposed and I'm protected. Here, outside Ashi, it's the hips and the control. His foot pops out, burrito grip, and I hip and bury, boom, outside Ashi. Now here I can go game over, 411, it just depends. Because one of my favorites, he takes the back and I invert. If you don't steer the leg, you'll end up in the backside entry, which is fine. Full send, take the back, Jared. Boom. There's the backside I'm talking about. If you can steer them, there's the 411. Burrito grip again, I'm hipping. Steering. Game over. I collect. Boom. Game over. Let's go back to 411. Here, sometimes they turn. Like you got that heel, they turn. Let's go another entry. So full send. Go, flip, boom. Back to 50-50. I'm up. Let's go back down. Game over from here. 80-20. Protect your heel. I'm here. Yes, sir. So I'll do this side since you're over here. This is Ashi. So I do Ashi. Double outside. Boom. The thing with double outside people don't like is because you are, like there's this chance for him to take you back. But before he even gets there, he takes my back. Go ahead, take my back. Like, let's keep him away.
No knee flare.
Knee flare. Because I still got a pinch. I still got the end of the lever. I can keep him. But let's say he does. They full send. What I'm doing over here, one sec. I need to get this leg on the other side of my head over here. I've seen people just lift it. I like muscle man. Muscle man helps me. So I feel him, like I set him up, like he's about to take my back. Go ahead, muscle man. Go, 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 go. Steer. And the lever, like what we did earlier, steer him. Boom.
Now we break him.
Yeah, so they take your back. I'm just moving the leg out the way and steering him.
Nice little break.
Okay. And let's say sometimes they fall to the side. Changes the game plan. You're not done. You're just in the backside position now. Still take a break.
Can I see it one more time? This will be his next
One more, we'll get a photo and then we'll drill it afterwards.
So we're here. I always, like I'm here, I'm starting to attack, I feel him take my back. Go ahead, I lift, I'm muscle manning if I can. You don't have to, I can lift. Me personally, my body type, I have better success when I muscle man. Coming underneath. So he takes my back, you're turning underneath him. See, I didn't fool you, you gotta commit to it, come back. That's why I said here, backside. I'm going backside. So come back, come back, come back. Full send. Something about backside. Come back. Go. Ah! Screw it, take the knee bar.